So hi everyone. In this short video, I walk you through the real-time chatbot application I've been building, and then I'll show you how I use vibe checking to quickly evaluate its performance. So what you're seeing here is a full stack chatbot, and let me open cursor to show you a little bit about the code. On the front end, I'm using React with TypeScript and CSS, which give us a smooth user experience and real-time streaming responses. On the backend, as you can see here, I'm running FastAPI. And this handles the communication between the front end and the OpenAI API. It also takes care of things like, for example, validation. For that, I'm importing Pydantic. And I've defined some classes that inherit from base model, from Pydantic, to check for precisely that. Okay, going back to the chatbot. First, what we have to do is to place here the OpenAI API key. For that, I just take my API key, which is here, and paste it on this field. Right. Now we can work with our chatbot. You can see here that you can set a developer message system prompt. We are going to go with your helpful AI assistant, and then you can choose the model. I selected these three models to choose from. Okay, so let's start with our vibe checking of the application. Vibe checking is going to let us spot quickly some system failures, early failures that our application may have. For that, I have collected some questions that are aligned with major benchmarks. For example, we have questions here about explaining the concept of object-oriented programming, which is an explanation that tests the knowledge of the model and its ability to simplify. We have questions about summarization, questions about being creative, like, for example, writing a short, imaginative story, questions about reasoning, arithmetic, and math problems, which are here represented. And finally, we are testing how the model is capable of rewrite um, a paragraph into a professional formal tone. So to start evaluating qualitatively our application, let's start with explaining the concept of object-oriented programming in simple terms for a beginner. Let's ask this question to our chatbot, and let's see the format of the response. As we can see from the response, there are obviously some things that we can improve. For example, the markdown. We can fix this in our next iteration. Next, let's try another response to see how well the model performs. Like, for example, when asking a mathematical question. As we can see, the answer is correct, but maybe we can do it better. Like, for example, using LaTeX, or maybe separating the blocks better, or improving the format of the app. And what happens if we dump a summary? So let's ask the chatbot to summarize, to read the following paragraph and provide a concise summary of the key points. So, which is the lesson that we can learn about vibe checking? That this way of evaluating the model can help us to quickly spot system failures, like, for example, in this case, the organization of the format of the response, the tone of the response, and the style of the response. So thank you for having been with me in this demonstration, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.